Hi guys, and welcome to MCN Motorcycle Show, I believe this one's called. Just come to the XL Centre in London to check out some bikes. Really good video coming up. I'll be sitting on all the latest bikes of 2025. The KTM's been sold. I've got money now to look to buy a new bike for the 2 years I'm going to spend in London. So stay tuned, stick with me. I'm going to sit on everything, give everything a thorough review, and try to figure out what bike I want to buy for 2025. Katie really likes this Triumph Scrambler 400. To be fair, when I first sat on this, I actually was quite surprised by the size of it. I thought it was going to be like a little like mini-me type thing when, you know, sitting on the 900 to this, but this actually feels like more of a commanding seating position than the 900. Certainly the bars they're a lot higher up and wider, gives you quite a commanding, like say, riding position. I don't know, there's just something about this I just don't like. Doesn't feel premium like Triumph. I know the price point's really good on these. They're like 5,700 or something like that. I just don't like it. I love the Triumph bikes. Like, they're like the most aesthetic bikes, but there's something about this one that just not quite a fan of. So yeah, this for me is the only other bike here for me. Like, price point, it'd have to be a used bike. You know, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 miles, you can get them for about £7,000. Same sort of price point that you get the Bear 650. And for me, this is the only real competitor in that space. But you are going from a used Triumph, a couple of years old, to then a brand new Bear. This is obviously going to be a much more premium in terms of parts. Yeah, but the seat's lower, feels like a much lower riding position. I'm properly flat-footed here, as with the Bear's a little bit higher up, a bit more commanding. Just got an analog dash rather than the digital dash. Preferences, depending, people like more of an authentic dash or not. And then, yeah, you've got the side exhaust. If you just come around here, my only thing with these bikes is this side exhaust here. So if you do want to carry any luggage or anything like that, it's quite common to like burn all your bags on here. Or you're just going to have one pannier bag on one of the sides and maybe a bag behind you. But yeah, I mean, they're beautiful bikes, aren't they? I mean, it's stunning. Probably wouldn't go for like the turquoise tank here, but they are a gorgeous bike. And now with all these bikes coming into the market that compete directly with this, is it really worth this bike being twice the price of the Royal Enfields? I don't know, it's a hard one. You could almost buy a Bear and a Himalayan, have an adventure bike and a scrambler bike in the garage for the same price as you could buy this brand new. And when you put it like that, I think it's a no-brainer, to be honest. So we're going to try and get as much footage as we can today, but we went to the NEC show, I think it was Motorcycle Live. We went on the first day, so I tried to do the last day here, thinking it'd be a little bit quieter, but it's absolutely rammed. So it's quite hard. I do want to sit on a few bikes and just run through the actual bikes with you guys and just go through like my thoughts about certain models and certain bikes, but I am struggling a little bit to like film. People look at you like you've got two heads when you're like filming and recording. So we'll try our best, see what we can get. Yeah, let's have a look. So these are the Ducati Scrambler bikes. I think this is that limited edition one. I forgot what it's called now, but with all the rose gold accessories, it's not gone down that great, to be honest. And then you've got the two variants. I think the base model's at the end. I forgot the name of that one, but it's like a limited edition gold version of it. But these are like £10,000 plus for these bikes, and when you compare what's on the rest of the market, particularly for someone like me that's a little bit bigger, a little bit taller, I'm quite, the bend in my legs, like pretty folded up, and I'm quite squished on a bike like that. So yeah, not for me. Lots of people do like these, but I just don't find these very sort of comfy bikes to really sit on, to be honest. So yeah, maybe try something a little bit bigger and a little bit cheaper. So here at Royal Enfield, we've pretty much got the full suite of bikes here. You've got from the Bear 650, Shotguns, Continental GT, got the Interceptor, the Meteors, Himalayans, Hunters, Bullets, and the 350 Classics over here, Gorilla 450. So I've got everything here. I've got my eye on the Shogun and the Bear 650. They're the two bikes that I'm really interested on Royal Enfield. Two great bikes, two great prices. So let's go sit on them and see what we think. The Shogun. I'll just pick my mic off so you might be able to hear me a little bit better. So this is the Shogun 650. I really like this bike. I didn't actually think I was going to really like this. It's kind of like a slightly bigger Triumph bobber for me, because I'm 6'3" and I'm still I can just about flat foot this bike. But for my size, the bobber's tiny for me, but this is a much better size. Seat's super comfy on it. It's got that 650 engine, same that you have with the Bear next door. But at the moment, I'm looking for a bike that has that sort of grin factor for London. I'm just going to be doing some riding around London for the next year or two. So although I'm so tempted to have an adventure bike after selling the KTM, I do want another adventure bike. I've just been listening to Charlie Borman across the way. And I do want to do some big trips, do want to do some adventuring, but really I need to have a think about what's the type of bike that I'm going to use every single day, and a great run around commuter bike in London, something that I can sort of ride in between traffic. It's quite nimble, but enough power as well that if I do want to go on the motorway, that I can use it. So this is a cracking bike. Definitely considering the Shogun 650. So this is the Royal Enfield Bear 650, and this is the bike that I'm seriously considering on purchasing. I think it's about 6,700 brand new. I think there's £100 difference between the three different colour schemes. I think the turquoise being the cheapest, this being middle, and then the green frame cream bike being the most expensive, about 6,900 on the road. But again, fantastic bikes, like serious competitor in the scrambler field. Sorry if you can't hear me, it's very, very noisy today. But yeah, 6'3", I'm on my sort of tippy toes here. Riding position for me is great. Digital screen, Google Maps, Apple Maps, whatever you want to use. And yeah, just a really, really well-built, well-made quality motorbike. Definitely up for contention for my brand new bike. So just chatting to a couple of guys there. I mean, the only thing, consideration for this, I think it's a perfect bike. It is a good price point. It's like 6,700. But the only thing to consider with this is that they're brand new. So 6-12 months time, these bikes are going to be worth about £4,500–5,000. So you're instantly going to lose a couple of grand just by buying an Enfield new. Plus you got all the servicing, the oil changes, and all that sort of maintenance just to break the engine in. So yeah, not a huge fan of this paint scheme. I think I'd enjoy it for like a month and then I'd get a bit bored of it. But yeah, this is, I think, the most expensive paint scheme that they actually do. I could never ride one of these. I haven't sat on a sport bike in about 10 years. Jesus. Try not to swear, but yeah, I don't think me and sport bikes would get on very well after back surgery. How do people find this enjoyable? I know the sport bike people are going to like hate on me now, but oh my god, no way, no way. That is just not fun. No way. Nope. Oh. Do you want to have a quick look just here? I don't get all these manufacturers. If you just zoom in on that dial there, I don't get why all the manufacturers are offsetting these TFT displays. It's just really, really, really odd. I know you've got the ignition, but just move the ignition. It really throws my OCD off just having a completely offset head unit. They're all doing it though. Like Enfield's doing it, Yamaha's doing it, Triumph's doing it. I'm sure there's a load of others, but it's a cool bike. Like the Speed Twin, 1200 is probably a bit too juicy for me, if I'm honest. I'd look at the 900 behind here. I just wanted to sit on this, but yeah, you can definitely tell the riding position is a lot more aggressive. The seat's like pushing you forward and down, more sort of on your wrists and your hands on this bike. Stunning bike though, beautiful bike, but definitely like the Speed Twin is, it's a slightly more sporty, modern version of the Bonneville really. So this is a Honda GB350. You can see it's actually quite a popular bike here. Picking up quite a lot of attention. He doesn't like it though, he's not a big fan, this lad. But yeah, 3,900 brand new, which is pretty awesome that they can bring a bike on the road for 3,900. It is like a Billy Basic Honda. It's pretty much as basic as it gets, just one like analog screen. I wouldn't imagine the suspension's great on it or the engine's like the best quality, but it's a pretty impressive bike, and certainly for people that are sticking to a budget that want to get into that sort of modern classic retro bike, it's definitely a consideration bike for sure. And I reckon you could customize that to actually make it look the real deal. Put some fat tires on it, black it out a little bit. I think that'd be quite a cool looking bike. 3 colours, comes in mud grey, black metallic, and a Pucco blue, which is quite similar to the grey from what I've seen online. But yeah, 3,900 on the road, and pretty much you're looking at a £600 deposit and then £59 per month for 43 months, 9%. So yeah, very, very, very affordable bike. We're out there. And no price yet.
6.5.
6.5 on the road-ish.
No. On the road would be
like 6, 7-ish.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, so what the guy was saying there with this, so when I spoke to these guys in BSA in Birmingham, when would that have been? Before Christmas, I think it was sort of November time, they were saying that these were going to come into the UK market around February or March. So it was definitely for me worth sort of hanging on and just seeing if these come out on the market at the same time that the Bear 650s come out. But the guys just said to me, June, they've had delays, probably summerish. So it was definitely a bike that was up for contention, but I can't wait till the end of summer basically to get a bike, and then sits in the garage for another 6-7 months. So it's a shame. 650 single cylinder, it'd have plenty of character. I think it's probably one of the nicest looking scramblers if you ask me. I think that gives the Bear 650 a run for its money in terms of looks, but yeah, just not willing to wait. And around the same sort of price point, it said 6,700 on the road. And I know these guys have been struggling a little bit with aftermarket value, and I know particularly with these bikes here, the Gold Stars, you're even getting dealers that are refusing to part X them just because they just can't shift them and they can't sell them. So it's definitely a gamble getting the BSAs at the moment to become a little bit more established, I think, personally.
I really enjoyed today. That was a great show. Yeah, the MCN Motorbike London show. Not quite as big as the NEC Motorcycle Live a few months ago. That was a much bigger and sort of more grand, impressive show, but it was still great to get out and see all the bikes, speak to the manufacturers, and I actually bumped into a few subscribers today as well, which was great. Had a good chat with a few of you, which was really nice to hear. So yeah, just wrapping up, guys. The KTM's gone. I got a good price for the KTM. Got £6,000 for the KTM and an extra £100 for the sat-nav, which I was really happy about, considering that KTM are doing quite severe discounts on their new bikes, and you can pretty much get the 790 now for, I don't know, like 7k. So I did quite well with the 890 there. So yeah, zeroing in, I was really taken by that shotgun 650 by Royal Enfield. I thought that was a great bike, really comfy, and I really want this next bike. I really want to get something that gives you the grin factor. You're excited to ride it, not functional, not practical, not a bike that makes sense. I want something that I want to customize. I want to make it my bike, and just something I'm really going to enjoy riding and give me that grim factor. So please let me know what you think. But I'm leaning towards either the Shotgun 650 or the Bear 650 by Royal Enfield. I think they're both cracking bikes, very similar bikes, but obviously slightly different. The Bear 650 is going to be taller, more of a scrambler, probably better at long distance. But then do I need that? Living in central London? Let me know what you think. I hope you've enjoyed the video today. Again, hopefully the next time you see me, I'll be on a Bear 650, because there's a chap called Craig that was working at Royal Enfield today that's invited me down to East Sussex to go and try the Bear for the day. So if I get on with that, I think they've got a customer in me. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe as always, and I'll see you on the next one.